globally have contended with blackface. Zulu in New Orleans is not the only Zulu social club. There's one in Britain. They have a Zulu club, and they too wore blackface. In 2017, they stopped wearing blackface. The Dutch have a tradition. What's his name? Y'all know his name. Black Pete. Okay? Every holiday, Black Pete comes out shucking and jiving. The black people, even within the Dutch, were like, no, we can't keep doing this. They haven't completely obliterated their blackface. They went from blackface to soot face. So just like when Santa Claus come down the chimney, when Black Pete comes, he got soot on his face. They don't want to let it go all the way. But they're at least trying to say, we got to do something, because these people are uprising over this blackface, right? They're still contending with that. Their communities are like, soot ain't going to do it either, right? There are people around the globe contending with this issue. And we see people nationally have been contending with this issue. Then we have folks right here in New Orleans get hot and bothered with Gucci. Even as much as they love Drake, had an attitude with Drake when they saw that picture with the blackface on. What Drake doing with that blackface on? He know do, right? And then people said, well, New Orleans is different. Zulu here is different. But Zulu says in their own words, we don't only care about our local standing, we care about our national standing and our international standing. So when the world is contending with blackface because white supremacy has gone global, right? This thing is not just it, it's gone global. Everybody is looking to see like what's going on. When it started to happen within our own country, even Zulu said, this is blackface. It wasn't until 2019 when the pressure was on globally and nationally, Zulu was asked. Long before Take 'Em Down Low was on that neutral ground, Zulu was asked. Their historian came out on the media and distributed a 3-page document trying to explain to us that blackface and black makeup, two different things. It's not the same. We know what they said. We know what blackface is. It's very degrading. We don't do that. We just use black makeup. But when you look at the image, the blackface, the eyes, and the lips, it hasn't even morphed into something different. It don't even look different. It is what it is. So then they say, well, we're not a minstrel show. This is we understand how to, we understand the Zulu and social pleasure and when they come out, they are the minstrel show for the parade that comes after them. We understand that. Every morning on Mardi Gras Day, it is rows of black women putting that makeup on their face to include their white membership that has their own orgasmic experience when the black face go on. One brother just said to me last week, he said to me, sis, I'm going to tell you right now, y'all can do that, y'all can do the stuff you're doing, and it's been hard for me because I left Zulu 5 years ago. When a white man was sitting next to me, I'm getting the blackface on, he getting the blackface on, he looking way more excited than me. I realized I had to leave. Now, he chose to leave silently because he says, I can't do it no more. But there are people within the club who said we've had to resist. And you know what's happened to them? They've been fined. Brother said to us when we had the forum at Harvard, he said, I'm going to just tell you right now, it's true, this is not the first time we're talking about it. Here's a picture right here that I painted of a king's face. But you don't see this picture in Zulu. This is a Zulu. And the brother came in with the Zulu jacket on. He said, but you don't see this picture on the wall because Zulu won't put it on the wall. But this king right here got fined for the paint that I put on his face. The Zulu Club has artists within the club who contended with the Zulu say, no. The products that you see that are getting sold with that blackface, how many years did it take for people to contend with getting those things off the shelf because people were profiting off of products being sold with blackface on it? You don't think it's happening today? This conversation is going to continue, not because we just advocate with Zulu. As a matter of fact, we love Zulu. I got Zulu members' phone number in my phone right now. I saw one today who said, listen, I saw low fly. We everybody ain't about it, but we just doing it because that's what we do. If the club changed, so be it. There are people who are contending with this. The question is whether Zulu changes of that tomorrow or not, and a change is going to come. One day a change is going to come. Because people have seen that resistance happen over time. How much more of that are we going to tolerate? and under what circumstances or situation, because a lot of money comes into New Orleans on Mardi Gras Day. And that money goes somewhere. And it's definitely not going to black working class communities within the parish. People's feelings all over this city are hurt right now because one of our community stores was bought up. Right? What we talking about? What we talking about? Okay. Zulu's not made of poor working class people anymore. The membership can afford mass today, and collectively they could have decided we're gonna put our ends together and we're gonna get that done. There's so many things we have to contend with around it. So we want to give room and space to just hear what's on your mind. What are your thoughts? What are your questions? Because we want to have a transparent exchange tonight.
Don't be shy.
Well, I like to say, I'm a firm believer that when you know better, you got to do better. You know, this conversations like this we need to have because it's thought-provoking and it stimulates the mind. A lot of brothers, our job is to raise the level of consciousness of our people. Our people have been lulled to sleep. They don't know their history. We don't know who we are in many cases. And I believe that when you start learning, more than arithmetic, English, spelling, when you start learning your history and who you are, and understanding your humanity and the struggle and what actually happened to us, then that stimulates, creates a desire to keep learning and to learn more. And really and truly, in my own personal experience, that's what started me to read. When I went to my first what was it? Black Muslim meeting. And I heard some brothers talk. I said, man, I've been thinking all along. And so that created a desire in me to learn more. And I think that kind of thinking is contagious if our people are exposed to it. And that's the problem. We run into people, our children haven't been exposed to it, a lot of the parents haven't been exposed to it, and that's what our job is, each and every one of us, is to try to raise the consciousness level of the people around us. And eventually the city, the conscious level of the city will rise. And I believe in Zulu already, from what the Tatum Down Road has done, the foundation is cracking under it. Because a lot of brothers are thinking, do I want to perpetuate this slave thinking mentality, or do I want to be liberated? And a lot of brothers are thinking, I want to be associated with, all this buffoonery. What is this getting us? What value does this have to my life? And maybe I ought to not party so much. Maybe I ought to think about things that really do give my life value. You know what I'm saying? So, I applaud this, and that's what I do. I try to help raise the conscious level of our people, stimulate some thinking, have these kind of conversations. And eventually I think, we're going to make a big, big impact on this.
I have so many places to start with this. I think I'm going to try to put it in a priority. Like, I was asked by Sister Lavana to contribute some art to the protest, and I respectfully decided not to, because even though I had an issue with blackface, I felt like I did not know enough about the culture in New Orleans, and being from outside of the city, like I'm a transplant, but I've been here for 5 years, I felt that it was not my place at that time to really go against Zulu and the tradition that I know was deeply steeped into the New Orleans culture. And I did not know enough about why they did what they did with that blackface. But I do know that my first year in New Orleans, the Mardi Gras experience for me was two things that I wanted to see: the masking culture and Zulu. And I took my best friend's babies, they're my god babies, to see Zulu from like on the front porch of one of my good friend's house. And I know that as I was prepared to snap pictures and send them to LA and to Atlanta and to my friends all over, that at a certain point, I realized I could not send those pictures. And I realized that my babies were conflicted also. That they were having a good time catching bees, but my little boy was just looking like, what is this? And so at the same time he's having fun, he's being made fun of, and he's smart enough to realize it, but he did not express it, and I don't think I even went to him and said, how you feel about it? Because I didn't want to stoke it if it wasn't what I was feeling. I didn't want to give it to him. Yeah, we just gonna have a good time and keep playing, and maybe that's what's gonna happen today, you know. But I do know that that was the first flame of like something is going on in the city. First indicator. And over time, and even after being asked to participate and not, I feel good about my stance and not being on that neutral ground. Because again, I'm an outsider and I didn't want to feel like that. You know, I think it is a battle that I'm having now. And I'm still more about this blackface thing. And I think that Zulu should take it off. But I also realized something very critical, and that is that black people have been divided by the divisive nature of white supremacy in so many ways that we tend to arm wrestle over our trauma. You know, my trauma is better than yours, or my trauma is different than yours. You can't say nothing about my trauma. You're not from here. So, and when trauma is cyclical, every year this trauma occurs, or every so many months we go through this type of trauma, and nothing changes, we go through it over and over again, we tend to make it a tradition. All right, we tend to make eating chitlins a thing, like, you know, you don't have to eat that no more. You're not a slave no more. And back then, it might have kept you alive because of the fact that it took longer to burn off, and you was working in the field. Now you playing PlayStation. You're not exercising and you're eating this stuff, and it's killing you. So let's consider the traumas we're fighting over and realize that it is deeply rooted and stewed in white supremacy. And that it's up to us to say enough is enough. Even if mine feel better than yours, to me, it's affecting us all over. And when I think about the parade, I tend to think 20 years down the line, what it's going to look like when it's a silent film. The same way we look at the silent film from the 50s and whatever. You know, what it's going to look like when the black people marching out with blackface and it's white people with blackface, and then the Klan come behind them. Even though we know it's wrecked, so we think of it as, and I said, damn, how many of these people with these hoods on can take the hood off and have blackface under them? And how often do white people pay to be around us in New Orleans anyway? So what is the draw to Zulu? Why are they sponsoring that? Why are they paying money to ride on raggedy floats with us? Is it to target people with coconuts? Because I see some of them people throwing the coconuts. If you ain't looking, you might get knocked out. But at the end of the day, every fight that we fight against this thing, this illusion of white supremacy that really is inferiority masking. All right, because if anyone is inferior, they don't have to ridicule another person to feel that way. If I'm inferior, like, I might show you how to be somewhere close. If I'm superior, I'm going to show you how to do what I do because I know I'm going to still change up on you. And say, I bet you can't do it like me. Like, I'll show you how to do my dance, and then I'm going to change the next minute. All right? We have got to stop pushing this shit on the slide and on the swing and on the merry-go-round and wonder why I continue to go round and around. You know, and I'm really out of my shell now. It's been a long time for me. From 11 years old to 47 years old, I've been fighting to overcome the seasoning, the deep, deep, stewed up seasoning of Catholic teachers making me ashamed of my birth name. All right, singing Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white, white as snow. Not like him, though. Standing behind me, over my head. So all the white students looking crazy, like, they looking like, damn, I can't believe she's doing that. And I know she's doing it because I'm looking at them being offended by it. And I look and see her, not like him. This is deep, deep, deep. And many of us are in a deep, deep slumber. But it's not that deep that we can't come up from under. And last year, alignment hit me. 3/11/2018, which is 11. I woke up in total synchronicity. I knew that I had reconnected to my 11-year-old self that had got trapped in an armoire in the back room of my grandparents' house, and I found out my mother was missing, and I knew it before everybody, but they didn't listen to me. When I got the confirmation, I left myself in that armoire because I couldn't break it. I wanted to smash it because the child inside the mirror was screaming and I was being calm for everybody else. And I didn't realize until last year that I was so helpless that I couldn't even break the mirror. But I finally went back and retrieved that child. And now I'm here. 1 year later, March 11th this year, I knew my rebirthday anniversary had come, but I didn't celebrate it. On the 14th, I had the same kind of out of body. And the spirits of our ancestors ain't nowhere but here. They not underground or in space. This is heaven right now. We are here now. We are now here. We are nowhere. In a sea of 1 trillion stars and suns, and we only know one. That's everything and nothing. You are still as small as the sperm you was before, and you are the same sperm you was before. Only at this level of thinking, your life is so important that you will lose it trying to keep it. You're going to go to work and pretend to be a slave, seeing that every year they graduating 40 babies per class that can't read, to go and get them into college, to load them down with debt. So they're going to come here and have to work and grovel and squirm and possibly steal or kill to become something they don't believe they have the intelligence to be. And you're going to go in there and pretend you don't see it because you're trying to eat too. The slavery paradigm is riding on you. The question is, how much of your soul are you selling? And what for? 30,000? You looking at Beyonce and Jay-Z talking about they sellouts.
Come on.
You looking at politicians saying they sellouts. Well, shit, they selling out for some property, something. Something they getting. Fame. You going in and out every day like a slave, and you the freest person on the planet. Some people can't stand how free you are, because with no money and no resources, you can still manage. They got loans, they got incentives to buy your property. They buy a house, they're going to get incentives that'll set them up for a year or two where they don't have to do nothing but live. And then they can charge $1 million for a house they bought for $200,000 or whatever. That's Make America Great Again working all around you. They in our schools pretending to care. And I'm not saying everybody is on it. But I know a lot of whites from New York and other cities come into it. And they don't know what they about to get into. But once they in it, they want to keep their job in New Orleans. They're going to be quiet as hell. Just like the blacks who will turn against you if you look like a threat. If they think you're a threat, they'll go tell Master, I think it's him. So, it took me a long time, man, to wake up. To raise my own son that's 24 now. And to realize it's safe now for me. And even when I realized I was still strapped down, bogged down, didn't know how deep down I was asleep down. But I'm here now. And the present is a gift. And all you are and all you ever will have is right now. It's going to travel with you for years and years, but you're going to be here now, like every second. You're moving with now. And you've been here forever. If you even believe remotely in an eternal life or an afterlife, live it now like it's that. Overcome the illusion of the flesh so we can stop holding ourselves down to keep ourselves up, pretending we got to be something we're not, just to fit into places we don't. Like, I'm stronger than y'all. Y'all stronger than me. And we was born free. And until we live that way, we're going to die another way. And that's all I have to say for this point.
So I came here tonight not really understanding what was going on tonight. Sent me a flyer and I knew it was y'all and oh yeah. And I saw something about, working against white supremacy. And then coming into the space, the first thing as a person new to New Orleans, the first thing I was thinking was something kind of similar of like thinking about Zulu and the tradition, And as a person who, my whole family's from Louisiana back until whenever we were taking a move here. Coming to Louisiana for me means understanding something that I only understood as a child when we would come during the summer or over Halloween. So at first I started thinking about the whole thing of Zulu has been doing this for some time. What are people going to think? That kind of thing. And then started thinking about that word, about how people claim that we took back that word and we made it ours. But what does that word really symbolize when we say it? And that was the first impulse of the thing with the painting of the face is it's the strongest statement that you could make. It's the strongest reverse advertising to take away something completely. You don't have to re-empower a word. You don't have to re-empower face paint. When you take away completely, it says something to, like you were saying, to Amsterdam, it says something to Britain, it says something all over the world. So, since I came here, I kind of have been going out, during Mardi Gras, I spent most of that day by myself. I got up and saw the Bone Gang at 6 in the morning. I got out and tried to find the Indians and, saw them St. Joseph's night, saw them the other night after that. And I got out and I saw Zulu, kind of incidentally. So Bone Gang, it was 7 feet tall people with masks on, banging on people's doors saying, wake up before it's too late. Saying, having gears on the back of their clothes and saying, we're coming for you, basically. Waking people up, literally. Going through the neighborhood, women in all white, with lanterns, with their heads covered, walking, ceremonially cleansing the whole neighborhood. It was literally, it was one of the most amazing things I ever saw because it was a group of people walking together in intention, waking each other up, and refusing to let people stay asleep. And then seeing the Mardi Gras Indians, I saw them on a night, on the day when it's like all the white people, on the night when it's like all the black people. And I saw like white people, you know, kind of standing around like, turn around, let me take your picture. Kind of like hiding, kind of like documenting shooting. And then I saw on the black night where everybody was together, everybody was walking, like a fight almost broke out, but it was like the most loving, beautiful thing ever. I saw people saying what they had on them. They were like, this man's Musa, he did this. You know, like stories of freedom on the beads, on the clothes, like kings and queens walking through, again, ceremonially cleansing the neighborhood. So Zulu, it was the before party, like all the music was playing. It was like, you know, if you know you got a hater, throw your finger up. And I was like, yeah. It was fun. It was like exciting before everything came out. And then everybody started walking, and it was still this level of excitement to see my people regaled. But there was that thing that Shambe was referring to, which is like there's something in your soul that's kind of like, well, there's something that is going against my own highest nature, my own highest history and tradition. And so like, I mean, I don't think that we're here necessarily like discussing like, I mean, we all know that we don't want to see ourselves with blackface on, but there was just a feeling, all those different ceremonies, like all of these things are being kind of taken over in some way, where it's like not just our own ceremonies anymore. It's not just private. We're open and accessible to a whole public. You're standing there in a completely mixed crowd. And it's not just like your cousin and your auntie looking at what's going on. And so the feeling, the pride of like seeing the Bone Gang and the Indians, like, yeah, I think that to be able to see Zulu march just like as their beautiful, black, unabashed, natural selves will elevate that thing to something of that level where it's like now there's this third thing that is like just fully, completely feels like I'm seeing me out there representing so hard, and like this is beautiful, like this is my people, this is us.
That's what I want to see. Like, that's what I'm excited about. That was perfect. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that Journey and Angela, I think, worked on some suggestions of different ways to paint the face, but Angela always said that a part of the revolution is to like have the creative mind and have the revolutionary mind to imagine what's possible and to imagine the highest self that can be birthed, bloom in this city. And I think that seeing hundreds of black men walking around this city as warriors, I'm talking about like real warriors, like the warrior attitude, the warrior spirit, brotherhood, holding each other down in a way that's like what they're supposed to be doing, like socially supporting the city, the parish, providing whatever means that they can provide economically. But just like those white people get excited because they get white face on, I would love to know how it makes them feel to see hundreds of black men walking through this, stomping through this city with the same power, the authority that they, I think they're embodying. Just to see that transform and, like I said, bloom into like a real black power that can be tangible in the city. And like you said, the